Hello guys, Stacy here. So today I'll be looking at how to deal with fear, and I'll be using the story of David and Goliath, 1 Samuel chapter 17, and the whole story of David and Goliath. And I want you to think of the giant that's standing right in front of you. It can be you waiting for a medical report. It can be the COVID-19. It can be your results. It can be you losing your job. You never know. So I want you to think of this huge fear that's stopping you from moving forward, or that's crippling you, that's making you fearful to even live your life. I want you to think of this, and I'm going to give you 3 ways that we can try to apply to overcome our fear. First one is verse 26. David says, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" So what David did, and this is the first thing that you should do when you feel overwhelmed by fear. The first thing you do is reduce the fear to what it really is, bring it down. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine? Call it for what it is. It might appear huge. The acronym of fear is false evidence appearing real. So as you know that, call it for what it is. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine? Number 2, pull out your CV. We're going to read verse 34. It says, "But David persisted. I have been taking care of my father's sheep and goats," he said. "When a lion or a bear comes to steal a lamb from the flock, I go after it with a club and rescue the lamb from its mouth. If the animal turns on me, I catch it by the jaw and club it to death. I have done this to both lions and bear, and I'll do it again to this pagan Philistine." So grab your CV. You have dealt with things much bigger than what's in front of you right now. You have dealt with fear a lot of times. Think about all those times that you were faced with fear, and when you overcame it, and you were like, this is actually nothing, So think of that. So number 1, reduce it. Call it for what it is. Number 2, pull out your CV. Look at what has happened before. Look at how you dealt with fear before. Number 3, last but not least, the most important one, before you even go to all those other steps that I gave. The third one is you've got the heavens army with you. You've got the Lord on your side. David says in verse 45, he says, "David replied to the Philistine, 'You come to me with sword, spear, and javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of heaven's army, the God of the army of Israel, whom you have defiled.'" So you're not only facing this fear by yourself, you're facing this fear with the Lord on your side. So yeah, all the best with whatever you are facing. Remember the steps. Number 1, call it for what it is. False evidence appearing real. Number 2, pull out your CV. You've done this before. You can do it again. Number 3, you've got heaven's army on your side. You've got the Lord on your side. So have a great day, and do not be scared. Fear is actually scared of you.